In fair Verona where we lay our scene, two lovers separated by a war between. Montague and Capulet with hands unclean, the two meet at a party where first love sparks. Love like this is like swimming with sharks, enemies for years with no good reason. Maybe somebody commit treason. Romeo is respected and loved, fresh off a breakup he is sad and stunned. Juliet is young yet judged, with an arranged marriage heavily encouraged. Just before the pair meet, he goes to a Capulet party to feel complete. Romeo is seen at the ball while standing tall. Tybalt sees this and wants to fight, so he grabs his sword, free of fright. Yet Capulet says let him be, until he raises up a part of his family. Earlier than that, the lovers lock eyes, and then they kiss through their disguise. And then Juliet's gotta go, but she'll come back for Mo. Now in danger, the two stay apart, but this will never end their eternal heart.
Romeo, Romeo, where the old crush goes, his salacious desire dies, his infatuation with Rosalie untied. It's just Sunni back to stealing hearts, calling Robin Hood up to no good, making sure everybody daughter cries. He the man, he hiding from Mercutio and Volio, they his biggest fans. He chillin', he going to Juliet's to get treated for his love sickness like an infected little boy trying to get some penicillin. Now he at her crib, but she unaware. Looking at her, all he can do is stare. Talking to himself, thinking what a pair. Juliet on the balcony, speaking to herself, and how can Romeo denounce his name, but then she gets a little scared. Romeo hollers at her shorty, telling her not to worry. I'm not even be called Romeo anymore if you love me, baby. You love me, baby? He says he flew with the wings of love, leaping over the orchard walls like a graceful dove. His heart's fire burning brighter than a stove. He impulsive, but he's still a ride or die, he says he drove. His intention's true, so you know your boy gonna marry like a lamb to the slaughter. But little Juliet, a little suspicious. She says if you still want me, baby, tell my messenger tomorrow. Now you know that boy was elated. That boy's elated. Tybalt feature. That boy's a liar. That boy's a dumpster fire. He doesn't see it. He won't free it. Tybalt exit. Romeo even went to Friar Lawrence and told him about this wonderful girl and asked if they could be stated as husband and wife for life through all the pain and strife. Friar agrees and Romeo tells little messenger girl, Juliet armed with Cupid's bow and a lover's message. Now makes a passage for Friar Cell to get some marriage. Marriage.
At first, a regular day on the ground, everything was calm and sound until the Capulets came around. They came seeking blood. Romeo's afraid and stunned, so Mercutio stood up and came hot with fire. Tybalt stood back and said, bring it, squire. But Romeo's a peacekeeper, so he tries to end the violence, and backfires on him as Mercutio gets consumed by silence. Romeo can't take it and goes out for vengeance, but stabs him dead without saying a sentence. Now the deal's done and trouble is tripled. A full-blown war will leave everyone crippled. Juliet learns and makes herself understand. Better Tybalt dies than Romeo falls to his demise. Still, she cries from her eyes. No one's surprised. The tears will never dry.
On the other hand, Romeo is now on the limb. Off to the friars, he needs to scram. There he learns he's been banished. A fate worse than death leaves him famished. Look on the bright side, but without Juliet, his hands have been tied. The friar tells him that the world is wide, and in hope he should subside. Back across Tarsus, Capulet makes his decision. Juliet will marry Paris on Thursday and complete the vision. As the birds soar through the skies, together again, Juliet and Romeo say their goodbyes. Romeo leaves for Mantua as Juliet cries and cries. Now the scene is duly set as Lady Capulet interrupts. She breaks the news to Juliet and she begs for extra months. Capulet starts spewing insults. As the curtain shut,
Juliet arrives to the cell with fear, but Paris is near. He thinks she wants him, but she really thinks he needs a trim. Paris leaves after the fuss. The friar gives her the plan she needs to trust. Juliet trying to find peace, or else the friar will find her deceased. Friar tells her the scheme seems a gleam, and it follows the theme. Juliet goes to the headman to tell him the new plan. She wants to marry the young man. Next day comes, Juliet lies asleep, and her family starts to weep. Friar enters, acting to be in a shock, but secretly he is behind the whole event. Workers are ordered away by the Capulets, nurses in a fright, doesn't know what to say. Her only daughter figure has passed away, wedding decor gone away, now to be used for this sad day.
Balthasar brings news of Juliet. He starts to worry and starts to sweat. He hears about her death, rushes to Verona out of breath. On his way, he buys a toxic drink. He'll use it if he loses his loving link. The friar plans flares. He goes to Juliet to save. Romeo finds Paris at the grave. They begin to fight into the night. Paris is stabbed and dies and wishes that Juliet's grave is where he lies. Romeo opens the tomb and sees his lover 6 feet under. Down in the hole he climbs to kiss her one last time. He takes the potion and Juliet wakes up bright as day to find her husband passed away. Then she takes Romeo's knife and ends her own life.
I'm innocent, all I was doing was getting tit for tat. Romeo's done all our houses like a rat. He provoked my family, not his friend got hit with lead. As I said, Romeo fed, he should be left for dead. I'm the prince of cats, I'll sleep with the gats, I reap all the rats, gra-ta-ta-ta.
You're just egotistical. You don't understand that my love was mystical. You dirty and unwanted like I used pistol. I'm clear like I'm crystal. You obsessed with your family, you overzealous. I'm just cooler than you and you was jealous. You arrogant and vain. See me with your cousin and you in pain. Your own uncle thinks you just an ugly stain.
Hey, don't say my name in vain. You just a bum. I'm at the top of the food chain. You below like I'm an airplane. If you try to mimic me, all you'd be is a kamikaze. You just about there like some paparazzi.
You all talk, you ain't grounded in facts. Facts, all your relatives love me, my personality attracts. Fact, your own cousin in my lap. Fact, your whole personality L. The only way you gonna impress your uncle is by writing diss tracks. I've been bigger than you, little bro, like a continent on the map. Ain't nobody want you, you just annoying tree sap. I bet your parents didn't even want you, you a mishap.
You talking all the smack, I'ma have to attack. Leave you with my click clack, leave you like that deceased fool. Don't step my way unless you wanna be left in a blood pool.
I swear to God, you just spell words like a flipping fountain. I'ma just let my bullets do the counting. They gon' subtract, and you not gonna be left intact. Yeah!